You know that moment when someone offers you tea, and without thinking, you say, "I'll have coffee." Not because tea is bad, not because you hate calm, but because coffee just feels right. If that sounds like you, this isn't just taste, it's psychology. People who prefer coffee over tea aren't choosing a drink, they're choosing a state of mind. Let's start with the most obvious difference. Coffee activates, tea soothes. Coffee delivers caffeine quickly, creating a sharper rise in alertness. For certain brains, that clarity feels grounding, not overwhelming. These are often people whose minds already move fast. Thoughts come quickly, ideas stack on top of each other. Coffee doesn't speed them up, it organizes the noise. Tea works differently. It eases the nervous system. It encourages slowing down. And for some people, that gentleness feels unfinished. Coffee people don't want to ease into the day. They want to enter it fully awake. There's also a strong psychological link between coffee and control. Coffee is bold, bitter, direct. Research shows that people who tolerate bitter tastes often score higher in independence and assertiveness. They're comfortable with intensity. They don't need sweetness to soften the experience. For coffee lovers, the bitterness isn't a flaw, it's honesty. Coffee also functions as a powerful mental signal. The smell, the mug, the first sip. Your brain learns to associate coffee with focus, productivity, and competence. Psychologists call this a behavioral anchor. The moment coffee enters your routine, your brain switches into performance mode. Tea signals rest. Coffee signals readiness. That's why coffee drinkers often say, "I need coffee to function." What they really mean is, I need alignment between my energy and my responsibilities. Another difference lies in how people handle stimulation. Coffee drinkers often operate at a higher baseline alertness. They're used to thinking, planning, anticipating. Pressure doesn't shut them down, it sharpens them. Coffee doesn't create stress for these people, it channels it. Tea drinkers tend to regulate stress by slowing down. Coffee drinkers regulate stress by focusing. Neither is better, they're simply different nervous systems. Personality research also shows clear patterns. Coffee lovers tend to be goal-oriented. They think in terms of outcomes, what needs to be done next, how to move forward efficiently. Tea lovers tend to focus on experience, mood, balance, presence. Coffee is about momentum, tea is about flow. This also shows up socially. Coffee culture is fast-paced, meetings, deadlines, quick conversations. Tea culture invites pause, long talks, stillness. If you prefer coffee, you likely feel comfortable in environments where decisiveness and action are valued. You don't want to linger, you want to move. There's also a subtle time perspective at play. Coffee drinkers are often future-focused. Coffee prepares you for what's coming next. The next task, the next challenge. Tea keeps you in the present moment. So choosing coffee over tea can reflect how your mind positions time. Forward, strategic, anticipatory. And here's an important clarification. Coffee doesn't make people anxious. It reveals what's already there. If your nervous system is overloaded, coffee amplifies that. But if you're mentally foggy or understimulated, coffee brings coherence. For many coffee lovers, coffee doesn't disrupt their mind. It aligns it. At the deepest level, coffee represents agency. It's a choice to engage, to show up awake, to meet life's demands head on. In a world that asks for constant output, coffee becomes a form of self-support, not comfort, not escape, but readiness. So if you prefer coffee over tea, what does that say about you? It says you value clarity over softness, momentum over ease, structure over slow drifting. It says you don't wait for energy, you create it. And in the life most of us live, that makes complete sense. If this resonated, take a moment to like the video. And if you enjoy psychology that explains everyday preferences without judgment, subscribe to the channel. Tell me in the comments, are you coffee or tea? Because sometimes the smallest choices reveal the most about how we're wired.